What about this? Two kids, let's say they're 12 years old, talking over webcams. The one guy goes AFK, and the one girl thinks she turns her camera off and goes about her business, and then she decides to masturbate, and her camera is pointed at her so it can pick it up. The other guy comes back, sees her masturbating, and would she be distributing child porn if she didn't know that a webcam was on? It was an accident? What about this? A foreign guy visiting the country with diplomatic immunity rapes a child and then videotapes it, distributes the porn of that event while back in his country, but onto American servers, then revisits the country without diplomatic immunity anymore, but he committed the rape crime while he was under diplomatic immunity before. Has there ever been a case where a kid, like somebody under the age of consent, gave consent for something other than sex, like filled out a document or signed some kind of legal form where they had to give their consent? I'm sure there probably has been. I know you can work underage and you have to sign documents saying that you're, tax documents, stuff like that. So if you can do that and you can give your consent for that, why can you not give your consent for sex? The age requirement is not for actually having sex, it's for giving your consent to have sex. Do you have the mental capacities to know what the hell you're doing? I think pretty much 18 is a little high for that. And what's the deal with prostitution? I know I've heard people say, I don't know if it's true, but it's just something that I've heard, that Nevada is the only state that has legalized prostitution. But it can't be the only place where it happens because it's all over the place. Just look at our Yellow Pages, for example. These are escort ads. They're all over the place. Why is escort services legal? You know they're not actually hiring them to escort them around town. You never see, like, a 12-year-old kid say he's wanting to go to Disneyland, but his parents are busy. Can he call an escort service and have some escort girl escort him to Disneyland? No, I think that would probably draw some red flags. When you think of the porn industry as a business, like, people work there, it's their work site, they get paid, they have taxes coming out of it and stuff, and it's all legal. How is that not prostitution? They're having sex, they're getting paid for it, they're even paying taxes for it. That's just so backwards. But so why is it wrong for a girl that wants to go out on the streets and have sex with somebody for money? Why is that wrong? Why does the government care if they want to do that? I mean, I'm not for prostitution, but I don't know why the government has to intervene with it. Like, if I was a prostitute, I know I would never get caught because I would do something tricky. I would say, like, everybody has to pay me a week in advance or a week after. That way there's no way they could relate it together, because they're just... Maybe I would sell something like envelopes or something. I would just say, $500 for this envelope, and they wouldn't know what it really meant, but they couldn't prove that it was for sex. I'll just have sex with them later, and they'll pay me some other time. You can't, catch me in the act of getting paid for sex. That's a problem with advertising right there. You can't really have commercials about pornography, or I guess on the Playboy channel you can, stuff like that, but you can't have commercials for prostitution. You can't say... Do they do that in Nevada? If it's legal, you'd think that they would want to get in on some advertising. Do they even do that in Nevada? You'd think, if prostitution is legal, advertising for prostitution should be legal. You'd want to get in on the market, like, meet Cindy at $500 a night down the corner of 3rd and Washington. She'll give you a blowjob for $50 after the news or something. That'd be weird, wouldn't it? What's the deal with, like I said, underage workers? You can sign a work release permit or whatever, then you can work under the age of 18 or whatever. Could you work on the set of a porn site? Could you be a fluffer? I mean, that's not really having sex, but could you be a sex photographer? What about these Girls Gone Wild videos? They're like all over Florida and New Orleans. And that's not really prostitution. I don't know. That's tricky. Isn't there some law where you can flash your boobs under the age of 18, but once you turn 18, then you can show full nudity? Or maybe I just heard that somewhere. I don't even know if that's true. Wouldn't it be weird if, like, a prostitute got fined by the IRS because she didn't pay taxes on her prostitution in Nevada? Or what if you paid a prostitute with something other than cash? What if you gave her, like, lottery tickets or food stamps? Would that be illegal? I don't know. What about this? What if you have sex with a girl in, say, Iowa, and then you paid her through PayPal but your PayPal account was from an email address in Nevada? What about these Korean massage parlors where you go in and you get a happy ending? Is that only legal in Nevada? That's technically not sex, so is it technically not prostitution? What if an underage kid went into a Korean massage parlor? You never hear about underage. You never hear about like younger kids getting massages. I don't know why they wouldn't want one. I mean, massage is a massage, but wouldn't it be weird if they checked your ID to get a massage? Like, you don't have to be a certain age to get a massage. So if they checked your ID, then you know they're doing something illegal. They're up to no good. Girl's doing a porno film. During the sexual intercourse, she falls off the pool table, or whatever apparatus is in your pornos, and she breaks her leg. Would she get workers' compensation for that? Same deal with a prostitute. The prostitute's getting into your car, closes the door too fast, breaks her wrist. Would she be considered self-employed and get some kind of benefits from the government? That's not really on the job until she's actually having sex with the guy. What if a girl used a fake ID that said she was 21, you had sex with her, and turns out she's 17? What if the girl was a prostitute? That'd be even worse. In Nevada, it would be really weird because the prostitution part would be fine, but the fact that she was underage would be statutory rape. But how could it be rape if you had to pay for it? Because obviously if she took the money, then she's giving her consent. And if you can pay for something, then to return a service means that you're giving away the consent to the... my brain is about to explode. I think I've covered just about every topic possibly imaginable. I mean, I almost went so far as to talk about that gorilla that can communicate by pressing buttons. Not going there. Plus, you'd have to convert her age by gorilla years or dog years or whatever. Yeah, I'm not touching that one. The end.
Honk, 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 honk.